Well, here's a nature documentary. Just kidding. We're out mushroom hunting. This is not what we expected to find. Anyhow, 2 turtles here. Mating. Having future turtles. You better get back, girl. They're liable to bite you. Anyhow, you see Quinn there. She decided to come along with us on our hike. Can I say hello for the camera? Oh yeah, we see you. You can't hide. You should be ashamed. Get a room. We come up on we found some turkey fan or tail. People call them different stuff. You can make tinctures or teas out of them. They're medicinal, but most time they're real hard. These, buddy. I'll zoom in on his finger there. I don't know if you can tell. I just touched that one on the end there, and I mean, you can, yeah, see how he can fold it up? Usually they're kind of hard. At one time, I wouldn't have been able to get Paul out here to mushroom hunt. He just didn't think he had the time. Now he suggests that sometimes I just need to go out there so we can kick our brain out. That just means get out here and not have your brain thinking about a million different things and just... Yeah, kind of dried up.
Here's another one over here. That one's just living.
While we're out here, we look for hunting.
Signs.
Yeah.
And boy, we found a good one right over there behind them. Deer tracks all in here. I think they may be getting our sand trail.
A big, wide trail back there, though.
Yeah.
He says,
it is. I'll show you.
Need to move some of our stands, he said.
Yeah.
But, folks, I don't know. Last year, you can ask Paul, I'm a dedicated hunter. I'm out there every day. And I hunted this hillside, which should be a honey hole. And I didn't get anything.
Oh, big trail. Hide it down. All down through. We'll cross that valley right across there, driveway. Yep.
Alrighty. Paul's got some different ideas over here too. He's looking around. I don't know that he's so much looking for mushrooms like he said, or he's out here looking for places to put deer stands.
I got distracted for a moment. I done found a tree, put that stand on. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what is that in here?
If y'all notice, every time I film Paul, he looks like he's in the same clothes, which today he does have a green looking shirt on, but most time his clothes are khaki, and that's because instead of ordering uniforms, which are expensive through work, and he don't like the way they fit him, we buy khaki shorts, little hiker shorts like he likes, because they're out in the heat all day long farming. And he said this time we'll get all khaki shorts and all khaki shirts. Last time I got a few green ones, the burgundy ones. The burgundy ones faded fast, and so do the blue and a couple of the other ones. But
the green's not so bad. The gray and the green and the khaki's bad.
Yeah. But anyhow, I had to laugh. And then he's got a pair of shorts that I pick on him every time he puts them on. They got a little hole in them. He got battery acid on them at work, but he still wears them. Which they're good everywhere else except that little place on the pocket there.
Yeah, they've been walking off around here.
Oh yeah, here's turkey signs, which is good because we used to be like, have a lot of turkey in this area. And the last several years, it has really declined.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see some signs of turkey. Good squirrel hunting spot back here too. Found a place with some hickory nuts and To bring you some tea, Paul?
Oh, I got water. Got some water. I wish I brought my tea.
Makes me nervous with Quinn coming for a walk with us, though, about her. Yeah.
Right where Quinn's at.
Yeah.
Keep tracking it. Wow.
I'm surprised she'd be up here walking with us, with having the kittens. I wish I knew where she'd moved them to.
Pretty sure I see a scent post rub.
Do you?
Yep. This big feeder in the valley. That side in that corner over there. Yeah, they'll be working on that one. That's right here where all the fingers come down.
He's talking about right there.
This is Johnny Taylor special. Like where all the fingers come up.
Yeah.
Yep, and join.
I've seen a few of them little bitty orange chanterelles. Or red. They called them red, didn't they? Them little tiny ones.
Yeah.
I like the golden. Just watched a video today on this little mushroom here, and I can't remember what it was called. I'll have to watch it again. This is a pretty cool little old thing here. I guess some little limbs have fell and stuff, but I always like to see something that looks like architecture out here, or some little cool design. It may not look as cool in here as it actually is, but it's pretty cool. And then this tree here, come on over this direction. What? Oh, hang on. See, it's one that comes over to and it comes up, and it's two trees. Now that one stump, or not stump, but one base there, I guess you'd say. See? There were those little bitty ones we've seen on there that they're kind of hard and not as good, I think, and they don't get as big as them other ones. I don't think they're called the same. Yeah.
All up in yonder. This ain't the same.
Yeah. No, that's some little bitty ones that.
Yep. Well,
wish it was. I'd have seen what you was clapping your hands about for the big ones. Yeah.
Well, first thing I thought.
Yeah. Thought we hit the mother load. Staghorns, yeah. Disappointment. That's like those great big mushrooms we found that we thought would be fabulous, and we didn't know if they were edible, but we checked on there, and from what I understand, they're the bitter bolete that you can eat them, and they're sort of like a he said they're not poisonous, but they're not very good. Probably it said that they were kind of bitter. But they're supposed to be kind of like the ones you can buy at the store, the portobellos. A little like that. So maybe a bitter portobello, I would guess. Yeah, didn't sound too appetizing, so we'll pass. We'll find some good bolets. We thought we'd found a treasure here, and what we'd actually found was something that's full of probably them little stinging ants. Anyhow, didn't take you long to put that back down.
Nope.
You see them there? They're mad, and we're sorry we disturbed them.
I can go back on them anytime I get ready.
We got about 1.5 inches rain yesterday, and must have made the turtles feel good because they're out on the move today. Here's the third one we've seen today. You say hello for the camera? You're on YouTube. Do I have your permission to put you on YouTube? Thanks. Appreciate it. I love you. What was you saying, Paul?
I said this valley is a main valley that comes, it drains everything from that way come over here. Just boy, it's easy for them to bust you down in the valley, because that wind's gonna swirl down here. You gotta get up on the slope part of it. Okay?
Does he sound like he's somebody looking for mushrooms or somebody looking for new hunting spots and thinking about deer season? Just wondering. Place your comments below. Mr. Oh, let's go. I want to go hunt for some mushrooms. It worked though. I'm out here. It don't matter. I like to be out here whether we're looking for hunting spots or mushrooms. I'm just giving him grief. I'm just kidding around. We got a good rain yesterday, and we thought we would get out here and find some mushrooms, but we was watching this little thing this morning trying to educate ourselves a little more on them. Because believe it or not, we're just amateurs. I know it's hard for you to believe, but we are. And we're admitting it. So anyhow, we was watching that and trying to get some tips and stuff, and he'd said on there that needed to be like a week after a good rain. He thought. I thought a week of good rains. But yeah, we're probably not going to get a week of good rains. So even a week after would probably be okay. We found a few. Nothing to brag about though, and sure not what we thought we'd find out. So I figure that mushroom guy, he knew what he's talking about.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. I guess this is these little wasper galls laying on the ground here. We're seeing them everywhere. Usually see them on limbs or on trees, but and wind must have blowed them off with the leaves. Paul was saying he bet that blew a bunch of them mushroom spores around. Spread them out.
Probably a bunch of them out, but here's some coon. Little fellas.
Oops.
And they're not on they aren't growing from the tree. They got a stem on them though. Going out from the tree and they got a stem on them.
Down here is where I found that little blue indigo one the other day. They said you can cook it with like scrambled eggs or something, and it gives you the little green eggs and mushrooms. I guess you could put ham in it too, but I don't know about that. They're purple. They're beautiful. They say blue, but they look purple to me. Gorgeous color. You know, I'll have to try them sometime, but I can't say I'm not a little nervous about it. Now, last year, I was tricked by those same little mushrooms that Paul was a while ago, thinking they was the little staghorns, but they or the little corals, what they was, aren't they? But anyhow, they're real. Those are just a tiny one and dry. They don't look plump like the ones that are edible, so they weren't what we were looking for. I think right over there's where I seen the purple one, or blue. We're trying to look up too, because we look down a lot and they say you miss a lot of the chicken of the woods or oyster ones and different ones by not looking up. So you need to kind of do both. We tend to start looking down and I guess thinking we're just going to see them others. But we have got chicken of the woods before, and Rocky's found a big one before, and I ate them growing up, and that is one of our favorites. To us, you can't tell any difference than that in chicken when you batter it and fry it up. Or he said he'd rather have it as chicken. Found some acorns a little bit ago, and I seen some of them when I was on my hike here the other day looking for mushrooms by myself. But they are so huge that they're even too big for my thumb. Yes, I put it on my thumb like a hat. You know how you put bugles on the end of your fingers and made the little pointy fingers or cat fingers or whatever when you was a kid? Don't say you didn't do it. We all know we did it. Paul's did it too. Anyhow, yeah, I had to put that on my thumb like a little hat. It was cute, but it was even too big for my thumb, so them are some big old acorns. Not that I have a big thumb, but I got petite fingers and thumbs. Actually, little fat ones, but anyhow, you know what I mean. There's a mushroom. Looks like it's been stepped on. This is Casey's little old 9 babies, or she got 8. She had 9, and one had fell down in between the cage and the, look at them little old teeth on that one. It got smashed, but the rest of them are doing good. I can't believe it. I love the little tiny teeth. They're so cute. And these are Lacey's. And this is the pen that something got in and got 4 of our baby rabbits. Talk about upset. That is just heartbreaking. They're so adorable. So I think we have a big snake problem again. Last year we had a snake problem, and I caught a snake in there because it got in a pen and ate some of my baby quail and full-size quail. And then it got stuck and couldn't get back out of the cage because its belly was too big. But we've had them in our chicken house before, getting eggs and chicks, but hadn't had any problems this year so far. But that just changed because we lost 4 baby rabbits and 5 baby chicks out of those 10 that hatched the other day. I could just sit down and just bawled and cried yesterday. I don't think I'll ever get used to loss. I know it's part of the homestead and having animals, that you're going to have some loss, but I sure am sad about it.